that people will drop out. Just do
You
that.
are dropping for finance.
Yeah, you can talk from there.
Through that
Mm,
finance that you take away.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. My name is Akodiola Komi Joshua, and I'm going to be our morning market review pilot this morning. Such a wonderful time having us around again. Good morning to ADAM, Adedoyin Asha, Adeyemi Olalekan, Ahapo Favor, Akinwale, Oluwole, Alabi Samson, Alebode Isedu, Anas Umar, Anthony Kayode, AY Ayodele Adeleye, Anu Felix, Olugbenga. Okay. We have Bada, Bash, Bluefield, Elfex, Celestine, Usung, Gise, Chinedun, Collins, Aja, Daniel Egenti, Davis Benebo, Christopher Lolo, Dayo. All right, good morning to every one of us. Good morning, Ekpemski. Good morning, everybody. So if I'm unable to mention your name or I didn't mention your name, please kindly note I'm not looking down on you, but kindly note that I acknowledge every one of you. Top most respect is given to everybody. The respect I'm giving to you is 100%. Thank you for joining once again. So, yes, this morning we're going to be discussing what is going to be happening in the market, what we're expecting in this market. Is the market going to go up or is it going to come down? Is it going to buy? Is it going to sell? Yes, that's what we're intending to see. But first thing first, let's see what happened last week. Funny enough, interestingly, I was the one that took the money market review on Friday. And we looked at some of these instruments and some certain things were emphasized, which for some of it, or if not most, if not all, we were not disappointed based on what the reaction. So let's look at what happened. Let's look at gold, for instance. Let's start with gold. So I'm going to be sharing my screen, so we'll see some certain things there. Okay. Okay, I'm on gold. At the same time, we'll look at some instruments too. Look at some other instruments too from our own end here. Let's see. Okay. So looking at gold, I remember I was telling us that, okay, this particular instrument has gotten to a new high. This is gold. I was telling us that it has gotten to a particular new high, and it is expected for a rejection to occur around that position. I was telling us that, you understand? And lo and behold, it happened like that last week. You understand? The market got to that point and was unable to break above it, rather came down massively. But before that, let's look at what happened fundamentally. You understand? Let's look at what happened fundamentally. I think that will also help us in knowing what really went wrong. You understand? So let's look at what happened fundamentally. Then we'll take it up from there. Okay. Let's look at what happened fundamentally. I'm with us. Okay. So we're going to be looking at the market fundamentally, and I believe every one of us can see my screen from your own end. Okay. All right, forexfactory.com. Look at what happened on Friday. There was just one massive news on Friday, and after that, it was another thing entirely. So let's go back to Friday and see what actually happened. Yes, we only had this news coming up on Friday. The US core retail sales and the retail sales. And it came out negative for the US, you understand? So that alone on USD, JPY, USD card is sold, and on instrument like Euro USD, it bought, you understand? It pushed up. Then by 8 minutes after 8, we had President Trump speaking, you understand? At first, this was tentative, but later he came up and he spoke. And yes, one way or the other, these two on its own also drove the market too. One way or the other, it pushed the market. That's the only volatile news we had for Friday. You understand? Then this morning, which is Monday morning, we are not having any volatile news this morning. All the news coming out are low impact news, and we have information that the Canadian bank all be on holiday all day. while the banks in the US are also going to be on holiday all day, you understand? But if that is happening, that everyone is going on holiday, what is going to happen? How is the market going to move? That's when we now look at the market technically. So let's see what is happening or what is going to happen in the market technically. Okay, so we're able to pick it up from that position. So yes, like I said, we're going to be looking at this particular market technically to see what exactly is going to be happening. You understand? Okay, we're going to look at it to know what is happening technically and be able to pick all these things. Okay, so all right, I'm with us, please. I'm still with us, please. I'm trying to. Right. Okay. Someone is already saying, please look at review USD card, Euro USD. Please hold on first. Before I do anything review, I have to check. We have to look at it the whole way, normally the same way we do things. Then once I'm done with that, then we can now start picking options of which instrument we're looking at, what we want to look at and everything. You understand? So yes, let's hold on first and see. So we'll see what is happening next. Come in. Okay. So started again. So Euro USD, gold and the likes. But first thing first, let's see a review of what happened in this market. So last week, gold got to this particular high, and when it got close to that point, I was informing us that because it's at a new high now, we need to hold on first and see what price wants to do, what price will most likely do. You understand? Once we are able to see that, that's when we determine nobody should go for a buy or sell immediately. Kindly hold on first to see what it wants to do. And we were not disappointed. We're not disappointed. Look at it. Price had issues there, then he pushed down. And since that point, he pushed down massively to this particular zone again. Got to this particular session here, this support zone here. This is it here. If you look at it, yeah, this is the whole thing he did. So he just got to this point and he expected this zone. And that's what we are saying this morning, that the market opened and it has pushed up. You understand? But last week, it was bearish throughout. It was bearish throughout. So now, for instance, even on gold, we still come back to look at gold, but the reaction was just what bearish was massive. So yes, for those that sold on Friday, they should be in massive profit. In fact, they would have made a good sum out of the market. Okay, so just like we know the drill. So we'll start with currency first. From currencies, we'll move to other instruments and the likes. And if you look at it now on Euro USD, we are beginning to see a reversal. You understand? For a while now, the market has been bearish. It's been bearish. It's been moving down. It's been pushing down. Look at it. From this point, this is on my daily time frame. It pushed down to this particular zone here. And if you look at it, this particular session where price is a support. This is a demand zone, you understand? A strong demand zone. And it has pushed price back to this upside. Now, it's gotten to this particular session. And if you look at it, based on what we're saying for over time now, after price broke down to this point, price has been moving in between these two. You understand? So we're waiting to see what is going to happen today. Let's hold on and see what is going to happen today. Is price going to break above this session? Is price going to break above this session here? Now, this session we are saying, if price is able to break above this session, then we should most likely wait for a retest. You understand? Let's see what is going to happen. If price is able to do a retest and yes, this is it. If price should get into this zone and break outside this zone successfully, then we should expect the price to continue moving up. But if that does not happen, we're expecting price to fall back. So let's hold on and see what is going to happen. If price is able to break above this section successfully, then we should expect price to buy. And that's what we are saying. This is on my 1 hour time frame. See, from here, price got to this particular session. This is on my 1 hour, and price supported this zone. In fact, this is the zones we have on the higher time frame is basically different for lower time frame. So on our 1 hour, this is where the rejection occurred. Look at it here. Bringing it out for us to see. Rejection occurred here, and reversed back up to this particular session here. So let's hold on and see what is going to happen. You see, price tested this point, pushed it back, tried going back into that same zone again, and it's still having issues of being reversed back. So we should expect price to push up. If he's able to break above this section successfully into this supply zone, and it breaks above this supply zone, then we should expect a buy. But if that is not the case, price is going to reverse back. Okay, so we'll move to the next, which is USD card. We're now on USD card. Okay, so let's look at this on USD card. Let's see what is happening. Okay, USD card on my daily time frame, we discovered that price has gone up, then it got to a particular high and it dropped. Now around this section, this is it. Around this particular section is a support, a demand zone is around here, and that's why price is having issues. Price has actually tried, it has even rejected based on what we're seeing on candle 1. This is on daily time frame. Based on what we're seeing on candle 1, price rejected. In fact, almost, okay, it's not a full Marubozu, you understand? Price rejected on candle 1, and the candle 2 now we're waiting to see, is candle 2 going to push up or is going to reverse back down, you understand? But if we look at it on a lower time frame, this is what we're saying. It's showing that price has gotten to this demand zone and it's unable to break it. And that's why price has been having issues around this point. Look at it here now. See, this is the demand zone. Price has been having issues around this point here, and until price is able to break below this section, price is not going to go anywhere. So we expect price to move. If price should move up above this section, there could be a reversal to this upside. And well, based on what it is, price the US economy and the Canadian economy have been having their own tussle for a while now, and I believe that's why on the US card we've been seeing a lot of bearish move on the US currency. Understand? There's been some indifference between them. Business is not as usual. You understand? They are beginning to have some differences in business, and that's why we are seeing some of these reactions in this market. You understand? On the USD card, but hopefully, if price is able to break above this particular session successfully, and that's this point, if price is able to break above this point successfully, then we could have a reversal movement to the upside. But if that does not happen, and it goes back down and breaks below this session, then there could be a continuation in the bearish movement. You understand? That's that on USD card. Okay, so let's look at USD JPY. So USD JPY, we're almost having the same thing. Price has dropped for a while, which means JPY has been strong. And yes, it's true. The US dollars has been weak for a while, for a long while now. USD card has been weak. It's been weak, you understand? So price got to this demand zone. This is it, showing us. Price got to this demand zone here, and price is having issues around that point. Look at it. This demand zone here, price got to this demand zone and is having issues here. So for price to continue the bearish movement, it has to break into this point, break below it successfully, then we'll know that yes, price is actually going to move. But if it's going to move down to the bearish side, but if that is not the case, there could be a reversal back to the upside. You understand? So we need to hold on. You know, when it comes to trading the market technically, I've said it times without number that waiting is a strategy. Waiting is the key once it's technical. Just like I was saying on Friday, you see, you need to hold on. The patient dog eats the fattest bone. If you're not patient with this market, you end up taking a wrong step, which might affect, you understand? So that's why we always advise that you wait. Once your requirement is achieved, then you can move. If that does not happen, you hold on till it happens. Okay? Let's look at GBP USD. Okay? All right, I'm on GBP USD now. Let's see what is happening in this market. Okay, so on GBP USD, this is on my daily time frame. We discovered that price came down for a while, and it's almost like what is happening on the Euro USD in terms of the chart. You look at it, price has gotten to this demand zone and is having issues there. Is unable to break above it, and it also got to this particular demand zone and it got rejected. You understand? So this is it. Price got here, got rejected, and moved back to the supply zone. So is price going to break above this session? If price is able to break above this zone successfully, then and maybe after that a retest and is unable to break back into the zone, then we'll see a continuation in the bullish move. But if that is not the case, then we could have a continuation of what's it's been doing, maybe just dancing between these two zones, which is more or less like a ranging market, you understand? But sure, in a ranging market, you know that it's a correction market. It will surely pick a direction after a while, you understand? And once it picks that direction, ours is to what? Follow. Is to follow. So for GBP USD, let's just hold on. Let's take it one step at a time, and more also because the bank, the US bank is going to be on holiday all day. It's going to be one of the reasons why the market is going to be slow. It's not like maybe yes, it's not going to work, it's going to move, but it's going to be slow because mainly the US bank, they are on all day holiday. You understand? So that's for that on the GBP USD. Okay, so let's look at gold. After that, we'll move to oil. From gold, we'll move to oil. Okay. Gold. All right. I'm on gold now. With us coming. All right, gold. So just like I said, on gold, price actually dropped. And this morning when it opened, you discover that price gapped up a little. Yes, when it opened, price gapped up on gold. Where is it? So, yes, I'm coming. Still with us. Okay. So all right, fine. Based on what we're saying here, but yes. Okay, sorry, it was due to network. I thought maybe fine. Price opened this morning bullish, and since then it's been moving up. It's been moving up, as we can see. This is on gold on my 1 hour time frame. It's been moving up, got to this particular high now. It's trying to do a pullback, and after the whole deal, price is still generally on gold. The bearish movement we are seeing for me, based on my own opinion, is just temporal. You understand? It's just a temporal move. I still expect price of gold to still push up. The end result is that 3,000. That's what I'm looking at. The end result for gold is 3,000. So I still expect the price of gold to push up. I'm still expecting it to push up. That's my take on gold. So even if it's doing all this, on Friday came bearish, moved bearish for a long while before the whole day, I'm still expecting the price of gold to push to the upside. So let's just hold on. What I would just advise is hold on for price of gold to break above where it is now currently, after which we can go for our buy. You understand? If it's able to break above this point successfully, then I'll expect the price to keep on moving up. That's my take on gold. I will still take my own pitch my own tent with the bulls. I still expect the price on gold to push up, not this bearish move. You understand? And we're waiting to see what has happened between Israel and Hamas. Have they been able to release all the hostages like they said since Saturday? What was that? These are part of the things that affect. US was of the opinion that they were going to allow Israel to attack Hamas if they don't do their biddings of releasing all the hostages by Saturday. You understand? And yes, all these things are part of the things that could affect the market to move up or down on the chart. But currently, we're not seeing any serious reaction on it. So let's just hold on and see. Another thing you need to understand is this: when it comes to gold, normally commodity instruments are economical instruments, so they react more to economic issues. And once there is a positive information about an economy that is a strong producer of that particular commodity, you see that there's going to be a reaction on it, either to the upside or to the downside, depending on the kind of information that is released from or on that particular instrument. So I'll still pitch my tent with the bulls, even though the price came bearish. But this morning, I'm expecting if it's able to break above this particular zone that has been marked out, I'll pitch my tent with the buyers. I'll expect the price to go up. So that's that for me on gold. Anyway, see. Let's look at oil. Let's go to oils. Okay. Oils. All right, I'm on oils now. So basically what we're saying here is this. Price got to this zone, we expected it went up. Another zone was created here, formed here, came back down. You understand? Pushed up a little, back to that same point again. So what do we expect price to do? Let's look at it from the daily time frame perspective. Yes, if you look at it, this is one high, came down to this point. Okay. So this is it. Come in. I'm with us. A zone has been formed here. A zone has been formed there. We also look at it based on the movement we're seeing. It's been bearish for a while. It's been bearish for a while, been coming down based on what we're seeing on this trend. That's if we want to pull it up. Okay. Okay. I'm coming, I'm with us. Okay, so basically this is it. Based on what we were saying, it's bearish for a while. Around this point, price pushed up, now came down. But if we want to, this was where the whole thing got broken from. You understand? Because price expected this trend, but around this point, when you see a long candle like this, most of the time it's basically on news. And so I believe this movement was based on news, drived up to this point, closed, gapped up, pushed up to this side, now came back down, gapped down. In fact, this is on daily time frame. So if you look at it based on it, almost took it a week, then came back down into this point. And we've been having this. It's now expecting this trend. So I still expect the price to push down. You understand? Whatever it is doing, I'm expecting it to push down. So price can still get up to this point, but breaks below this particular shadow. But this is where the whole deal is. If it's unable to break below this shadow, then this shadow that has been formed here, this point that I've painted out for us, then I don't expect price to continue selling. But if it breaks above it around this section, because this trend is more or less like a dynamic resistance. So if price is able to break above it successfully, then we could see the price of oil pushing up. But basically, generally, I expect the price of oil to go down. I'm pitching my tent with the bears on oil. I pitch my tent with the bears on oil. That's my take. I'm looking out for the bears. So I'm expecting price to push down to this point, break below it and move down. But unless that happens, we need to hold on. That's that on oil. That's my take on oil anyway. So I'm pitching my tent with the bears. Expect the price of oil to go down, right? So let's look at indices. Let's look at indices. Let's look at US 100. Okay. US 100 it is. Okay. So looking at it, to US 100 has been pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, and currently It's at a new high. It's just get now. Let's look at it. Let me zoom out so we'll see what is happening. It's been pushing up for a while now, and that's gotten to this particular high now. This is it here. Has gotten to this particular high. So what is price trying to do? Price is respecting that zone. That's why you're seeing the price is dropping. You understand? It's not even moving with so small strength, but it's dropping a little. You understand? So is price going to go down? Yeah, it's basically because it's at a resistance zone. That zone is a strong zone. But if it's able to reject it back or break above it, then you see a continuation of the buyers. Basically, on indices, it's more of bullish movement than bearish. That's my own opinion. So even if I'm going to place any kind of trade on indices, I'll always look out for a buy opportunity. And even if I want to buy, I'll have to hold on for price to break above this zone first before I go for a buy. Or maybe I allow it to do a reversal movement. You understand? Now I'm trying to gather some momentum. Then around this point, I could expect the price to reverse back to the upside. That's okay. This is it. Around this point, the price should drop into this zone. As far as it does not break below this zone, I'm expecting price to push back to the upside. Funny enough, price might not even get there before it reverses back to the upside and break above this zone. But yes, normally, even if I'm going to expect price to push, I could expect it to get back into this session. And once it gets to this session and is unable to break below this session, I'll expect price to push back to the upside. So that's my take on US 100. I'm expecting the price to push up. I'm expecting price to push up on US 100. I'm not expecting it to sell for a very long time. I'm expecting price to push up on US 100. That's my take on US 100. Okay, it's time to look at another instrument again. Let's look at another instrument again. I'm expecting price to, let's see. Okay, expecting. Let's look at US 30. US 30. I'm with us. US 30. Okay. All right. US 30. So looking at US 30 and basically what we're seeing here now, price got to a particular zone. In fact, generally this morning, it's not giving us that strong vibe of any move, you understand? So based on what we're seeing. So yes, I'm on US 30, I'll still expect the price to also move down. You understand? But even if price is going to move down, I'll expect it to break below this zone first. Expect it to break below this zone first. Around this zone, if price is able to break below this zone successfully, then we could have a continuation of the bearish move. But if that does not happen, price might hardly go down. Just like we all know, basically on indices, like I always say, I always pitch my I for one will always pitch my tent for the bulls. I will expect price to push up and until I see that formation. But if you look at it on US 30 for a while, it's been giving us more of that as if price wants to come down and everything. So even if price wants to come down, this is what we should expect. You should expect price to break below this particular session first before you move back down. So if it gets down to this point, yes. But you see, all these zones that we are seeing here, these are also strong zones. You could use this opportunity to have a buy, like a pending order around this point, that price should come and pick you for a buy around this zone. Would expect price to push up around this zone or even below. You understand that if price is able to get to this zone, it should pick you up for a buy because these are demand areas. You understand? So if price breaks below this session, it could come down to this point, break below this session, come down to this point. But yes, around these zones, we should expect a reversal. One of those the zones around here, we should expect a reversal. No, I don't know which one exactly it might be. It might, funny enough, even around this point, it might not even go below it. Maybe you just get close to it. Then after that, you have a reversal and push back to the upside. You understand? But one of it is sure that price is going to move up on this particular instrument, even though yes, for a while now price has been dropping on stocks, you understand, based on the whole issues that has been happening in the global market, you understand. But yes, we could still expect price to what, to do its own. So for me, I'm expecting price to drop to this point, and if it's able to break below it successfully, then yes, it could have a continuation on that move. Okay, all right. So I know for some of us, we have some certain instruments you want me to look at. So please just go to the chat section. You drop it there. Oguche Emmanuel Adams, you're raising your hand. Please kindly go to the chat section. Just drop your chat there for me to see, and I will respond to it. Have any question or anything, just drop it on the chat. If you have any instrument you want us to look at and see where it's most likely going to move towards, just please move to the chat section and drop it there for me. Let me see, so I can look at it for us. Then we'll see what is going to happen. Is it going to go up or is it going to come down? We'll look at it together. Okay. All right. So let me look at what we have there. Let's see what we have on ground. So from that point, we'll be able to see. Okay, because I know some of us will dropped some certain things there. So let me look at it. Coming. All right. Okay, it's saying good morning, sir, please do a review of USD CAD and Euro USD. Yeah, that's even the first instrument I checked. USD CAD, Euro USD. Okay, that's the first instrument I checked. On USD CAD, just like I said, basically price, because the market is on most of all bank is on all day holiday now, so price is most likely going to be slow in movement, you understand. So it could get to this upside and get rejected. After that, it moves back down. But if it's able to break above that point, it could go up continuous, you understand. So Euro USD. Okay, let's look at Euro USD based on what we're seeing on Euro USD now. Basically, Euro USD, I'm still pitching my tent, just like I said, I'm pitching my tent with the bulls, but we discovered that price has gotten to a supply zone and is respecting that zone. You understand? That's why price has been pushed down. Now the same thing is happening again, just like it did on Friday. It came down, pushed up. So it's around that point. If price is able to resist this particular session, if like this zone is able to resist price and a bit push price back, reject price, then we could see it going back to the upside and breaking above this point and moving on. But if that is not the case, it could come down to this particular verified support, you understand. But let's hold on and see what is going to happen. Just like I said, I'm pitching my tent with the bulls on Euro USD because dollars is currently weak. So that's why I'm pitching my tent with the bulls on Euro USD. Okay. All right. So let's look at okay, Adeyemi Olaleke, you said we should look at US 2000. Okay. Let's look at US 2000. Yes, let's look at US 2000. I'm on it. US 2000. US 2000. Okay, so I'm on US 2000 now. Just like it is. Price on US 2000. Look at it. Let's look at the move for a while now. So price got pushed up. So look at it based on what we're seeing here. Now. On these two sides, price got to this particular high. And the last time it got there was almost around 2021. Yes, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Let me click on my crosshair so we'll see that. Yes, the last time price got there. Yes, around 2021. That's on the 8th of November 2021. Now, price has gotten back to that particular high again, which is it got to this particular high based on what you're seeing. Yeah, the same 25th, but this time last year, 11th of November. And we are seeing, based on what we are seeing, the 2 times price got to that point, it got rejected. Yes, the 2 times price got to around that particular zone. price got rejected. So basically, what are we expecting now? Are we expecting price to push back up? Because this is a zone here. Yes, for me, I'm expecting it to push up, because if you look at it based on this trend, price has been what? It's been moving up. It's been moving up if we look at it based on what we are seeing on this trend. So yes, I'm expecting the price to still what? To still what? Push up. You understand? Basically, I'm expecting price to push up, but let's hold on first and see what price wants to do. If it's able to break above this particular session successfully, then price should what? Push up. Expecting price to push up. So this is on my daily time frame anyway. So let's come to my 1 hour time frame and see what is happening. Let's see. So can you see? Price is even basically based on what we're seeing on candle 0. It's more or less like it's forming a bearish move on that candle. Yes, it's pushing down. And even if it's pushing down, it's just for a short while. Could get to this point, this particular session here, could get to this small session here, after which what? It reverses back to the upside. It could get to this point and what? Reverse back to the upside. So let's wait and see. If it gets to this point, is it going to break below it or is it going to reverse back? That's the main deal. If he's able to reverse back around that point, then we should expect price to push up. But if that is not the case, yeah, we might not see price going below. It could be a reversal back to the upside. Okay, so that's that on US 2000. Okay. Jukrom, you asked the question that what is the relationship between indices and currency strength? Okay. One of the things we need to understand is this: indices is more or less like shares, you understand? So you want to look at what's their relationship, or how is it like on indices and currencies. Now, the truth is this: when the currency of a particular, let's say the US economy, for instance, now indices, when is the best time to buy shares? That's the first question you need to answer. When is the best time to buy shares? Is it when your currency is strong or when it is weak? You understand? When price has dropped on your currencies, when it's cheap, that's the best time to buy. You understand? And the very moment to sell is when the price is high, it's strong, that you know that the value of your currency is now very high. That's the best time to sell. So that's just what is there. When do I buy my shares? I buy my shares when my currency is weak, when it's low, the strength is low. So you just look at that's some of the little relationship you can see with them. You understand? When price is low on currencies, that's the best time to buy. And when it's strong, that's the best time to sell, because the value of what you're going to get is going to be on the high side. All right. Okay. So for those that still want us to look at some personal instruments for them, please kindly drop it on the chat. You're not dropping it on the chat, so I'm unable to see. And we still have like some 7-8 minutes to go. So if you have any, just drop it on the chat for me to see. Then we look at it together. You understand? I'm still with us, and I'm expecting us to drop that instrument you want me to look at. Please, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm waiting for us. Okay, I'm waiting for us. So I tuned. Okay, Felix is raising up his hand. Please kindly drop it at the chat box. You understand? Once you drop it there for me, I'll read it and I'll respond. You understand? Okay. Country cousin, you're saying dollar index. Dollar index. Okay. What about dollar index? Okay. Want us to look at dollar index. Okay. Chinedum, please drop it on the chart for me. Just drop it on the chart for me. Whatever it is you have, drop it on the chart for me. So USD in the IDX. And as you can see, USD IDX, it's been dropping for a while. So it shows that dollar has actually been what? It's been weak. You understand? It got to this particular zone and price is trying to push back up. Let's see what is going to happen. Is it going to push back up or is still going to drop? Because it could just be a little reversal, and after that, a little pullback, and after that it continues the bearish move. You understand? So we can't just really say, but fine, price has rejected around this deal, was rejected around this demand zone. You understand? So let's wait and see what price is most likely going to do. This is a demand zone, and price got there, it got rejected. Look at it basically. It's been dropping, it's been giving us more of that what? Bearish movement, bearish movement, bearish movement. Yeah, so it's been bearish for a while. Now, got to this zone, price is rejecting it back. You understand? So let's hold on and see what is going to happen. Is it going to break above this particular session here? Is it going to break above it? If it's able to break above it, then fine. Maybe we could look at it going up. But if that does not happen, there could be a reversal in that move on USD IDX. So that's that on USD IDX. Okay. Please. Okay. Ogene Ruemu, he said, please, I want you to explain better the indicators green, red, and gray color in fundamental analysis, when to buy, when to sell the base on the indicators. Well, we do not have any indicator that has to do with fundamentals. The main information you get on fundamentals, because no indicator will tell you where the market will go, because nobody knows when the news or how the news is going to be released. So it's just on forexfactory.com. You wait for what's the actual to be released. Now, when the actual is released and it comes out green, it means it's good for that particular instrument. Let's say, for instance, if news is coming out on USD now, and the news that comes out green, it means it's good for the currency. So on pairs like USD CAD, USD JPY, you can go for your buy. And if it comes out red like it did on Friday, USD CAD, USD JPY, it's what is a sell. While on instruments where USD is on the quote, you buy. But you see, nobody knows exactly how the news is going to be released. So what you just need to do is to wait and see until it is released. Nobody knows. That's that on the information. Okay, iPhone, you're saying can't trade most of my instrument. Well, I don't understand what you mean by can't trade most of your instruments. How much do you even have in your account is also an important thing you need to look at. You understand? If you don't have a good sum in your account, please trade your strength. If it's a 100K, you know that's currencies. If you have up to 700, 800, you can do commodities. But for you to do indices, at least, even if you don't have money in your account, have over ₦1 million. Have over ₦1 million to do indices, because indices is what is volatile. Abdullah Fiz, you're raising your hand. Please drop it on the chat. Drop it on the chat for me to see. Once I see it, I'll respond. Okay, I can see a review on AUD card. Innocent is also saying GBP JPY. All right, so let's look at GBP JPY, then we'll look at AUD card. GBP JPY, then AUD card. All right. GBP JPY. All right, so on GBP JPY, we're seeing what price is doing now. Coming. So if you look at it, GBP JPY, price has been moving up for a while on GBP JPY. Price has been what? It's been moving up. Price has been moving up. It's been pushing to the upside on GBP JPY. So price got to this supply zone and it got rejected from that point. And it's been pushing down, came down and everything. In fact, the whole movement has just been between these 2 points now. After that whole day, it's just been between these 2 points. So price is in between, you understand? And in between, it has formed another zone. So let's look at what it's going to do on a lower time frame. Let's go to like 1 hour and see what is happening. Come in with you. So yes, look at it now. On 1 hour, this is the zone here. This is the zone here, and price is trying to push back up. I still expect price to push up continuously on this, but you understand, for you to have a full information, let's hold on and see what is going to happen on candle one. It's going to push further, break above this section and close above it. Fine. If that is able to happen, maybe you have a little retest and a reversal, then price will continue moving up. But if that is not the case, price could drop down. You understand? Price could drop down. That's that on GBP JPY. Let's look at AUD card. Let's look at AUD card. Let's look at AUD card. AUD card. I'm with us. All right, so AUD card. So yes, let's look at it from the daily time frame. So if you look at it from daily time frame, you discover that price has actually dropped down for a while and it got rejected, got to this particular zone, pullback happened, and price is trying to push back up. So what we'll be expecting is price, the price is able to break above this particular zone now, although this is on my daily time frame. This is on my daily time frame. So we're looking around this point. Is price going to be able to break above it? Is price able to get here and break above it continuously? Then we could have a continuation of the buy. But if that does not happen, it could reverse back to the downside. So that's that on AUD card on daily time frame. But let's see what is happening on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour time frame, yes. Okay, so price got to this particular supply zone, it got rejected and it's trying to pull back a little, you understand? So let's wait and see. Is it going to break below this particular zone here, or there'll be a reversal there? And we can see that price already having issues around that point. So let's wait and see. You can't just judge that this is what it's going to do on candle zero. You have to wait, let it close. If it's unable to close below this point, there could be a pushback. Yes, it's 9 o'clock already and a new candle is beginning to form. So let's wait and see what is going to happen. Is it going to go down or it's just pushed back up? And if he pushes back up, it means it was just a little retest and it was unable to fulfill that point. So wait and see what price is most likely going to do. Okay, so yeah. Okay, it says, can continuing on a trade for days affect some instruments? No, it depends. If you're on a particular trade and you're in a massive loss, if you're in a massive loss, you might not be able to place another trade because the system will look at how much do you have. If you're, it's just like, this is the main thing. Go look at your margin, your free margin. How much is left on your free margin will determine if you can place a trade or not. If your free margin is not good, then you might not be able to place a trade. But if your free margin is still good, has a good sum on it, you understand? You know, the margin is the used margin is what is held down to hold your trade, you understand? So if the free margin is not enough again, your trade will not trigger. Your trade will not trigger. All right. We've come to the end of today's morning market review. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. This is a start of a new week, and I believe, yes, we are going to make something out of it. So I'm saying a very big thank you to every one of you that joined: Anas, Omar, Angela, Edem, Anthony, Kayode, Ekpensky, Aremu, Okpeyemi, ASOS. You know, this is a system name. You understand? ASOS, Augustine, Akedelo, Adams, everybody, I'm saying thank you for joining. Have a lovely day ahead. Bye for now.